Good evening again, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you. Just want to make sure folks are out there really paying attention. So tonight I'm super excited. Not only did we turn out an awesome crowd mixed of a lot of distinguished and also concerned citizens, but I also want to thank all of the organizations that helped put this together. Many of you have heard me scream this from the mountaintops on this subject for a few years now. And I'm happy that it's catching fire and other organizations are willing to come to the table and assist. And so this panel tonight is near and dear to my heart because it's not me sitting here telling you all the same things you hear me say day in and day out, but in fact people who are doing the work to make a difference. So now folks can't say that the pipeline is imaginary or that it doesn't exist or Keyontay just likes to complain a lot. The pipeline is real, and I'm so excited to have the folks here tonight to tell you what that means, not only nationally, but locally. There are a few things because I look out in the audience and I know folks here like to know where the information is coming from. And just a few days ago, some of my colleagues messaged me and said, hey, it sounds like people are really listening to what the folks down in the South are talking about. And in fact, there's a recent study that says that there is a disproportionate impact on K through 12 education in the South. New York Times covered it, and many other outlets are covering it over the last few days. And so there is a study, it exists. I didn't make it up, it's real. And I encourage folks to look into that, and it's being put on by the Center for the Study of Race and Equity in Education at Penn State. Also, to those who might be more concerned about the law enforcement side, there's also a study, Strengthening Police, Youth, and Community Relationships, put on by the Youth Justice Board that came out this year as well. And so this is a national epidemic, but as many of you have heard me say before, Scambia incarcerates more children per capita than any other place in the world. Okay? And so you're sitting in the epicenter. Your children, your grandchildren, nieces and nephews live in the epicenter of this epidemic. And so with that, I won't go into a bunch of details about stats. A lot of researchers have done the work. In fact, some of them here tonight might share. But I want you to realize that not only is the pipeline real, but it's costly. It's costing us young people's lives. It's costing us public safety in our communities. And it's costing the greater good of society because we are no more than what our children become. And right now we're not giving them the best opportunity to succeed. With that, I'll turn it over to Lisa and we'll get started.